Wait, okay, so wait, take a look at TankyCon. All right. Huspeaks at CPI conference. Oh yeah, we saw this last night, right? Who saw the socialist pledge from what was his name? Zach the Sax or something? Max the Sax. Sorry. And he accidentally called himself Max the Hacks. Oh man, that was some good ass stuff. I love this. There's a picture from TankyCon. Wait, let me see. Yeah, I saw this. This is just like peak imperialism. Yeah, POV, you're high on imperialism. Holy shit, this is insane. Is this supposed to be like a little mock-up of what the letter on Russian tanks rolling through Ukraine? What the letters that are on Russian tanks rolling through Ukraine? Is this what this is supposed to be? I think so. Wait, what flag is this? Is this like an imperial Russian flag? Solidarity with Russia. They can show solidarity. Here, they should show solidarity with Russia by emptying their bank account. Just so they, all of them just empty their bank accounts, okay? Hopefully it would be much harder for them to make it around the country. And hopefully they'll lapse their internet bill. That's the DNR, the new DNR flag. From the Donbass. Interesting. Donetsk and Luhansk. That's the flag of the Donetsk People's Republic. Do they really think that like any random part of a country can just like split up and just become their own thing? They can just do that at any point in time? This shit is insane. Ask them about the Confederacy. Honestly, I think that they would say that the Confederacy was cool. Especially seeing as how do I put it? What's the word? White their conferences. I wouldn't, I do like all the white people in my chat. They're pretty cool, but all the white people that go here are like anti-cool. Self-determination. Dude, I wish they were determined to put themselves in the ground, as in like just put themselves in a hole, not die. Because I would never advocate for people to kill themselves, especially on stream. But yeah, anyways, they were talking at like a TankyCon, and there was some interesting stuff. Wait, take a look at this. Unless it's Taiwan. Taiwan has a much different history.
Ukraine. I mean, we have been hammered home so much about this stuff about decolonization and this stuff about critiquing white people or whatever.
What? We've been hammered home about decolonization and critiquing white people.
Europeans. Here you have a situation of all of the guilty world, right? Europe uniting under the banner of NATO against Russia, which is a semi-Asiatic country to the east.
It's like, since when was Russia not a part of Europe? Like, I know Russia's in that like weird place where they're like semi-Asian, but if we're talking about people around Moscow, and Moscow like specifically, since they said it, I think honestly they're just trying to justify the shit that they're doing, specifically they're just, I mean, it's like semi-Asian, maybe even Middle Eastern. It's definitely not Europe. Yo, what the fuck is happening? New World just dropped. Yeah, New World just dropped. Let's go. Dude, Russia was just as complicit with colonization and imperialism as like Spain and Germany were. What the hell? What's happening? Fascists say what?
I mean, the irony is incredible. So the leftists, the same ones that have been telling us for so long that, the problem is uniquely some kind of European guild, are rallying behind a kind of pan-European supremacist renaissance, the revival of neo-Nazism, basically, against Russia, and now also...
What the hell is happening? What? NATO is neo-Nazism, but against Russia. Dude, have you guys been in the space since before Dinkel and the Moscow Manlet and the Kremlin Gremlin? Were you guys in this space before they appeared? Because I know at least some of you were. And I gotta tell you, no, I was. Yes. Do you remember the good old days back before they existed? Dude, man. Thinking about it now makes me miss the good old days. Makes me a little nostalgic. Every once in a while I'll think back to those times without these guys, and I'm like, man, we didn't know how good we had it. We didn't know how good we really had it, honestly. Zelensky is literally a descendant of Holocaust survivors. He doesn't care about that. And he also doesn't care about the Nazis that were sent to both Syria and Ukraine to kill people. That doesn't matter to truth doesn't matter to these people. There's no difference between this person and a flat earther or honestly a Holocaust denier. There's no difference.
Against China. And it's not simply an irony. We should draw a fundamental conclusion from this. And for me, that conclusion is that the so-called American left, in its entirety, cannot be redeemed whatsoever.
Wait, is he looking for a final solution to American leftism? Yo, wait a second. He's gonna... Oh no. He's gonna, instead of writing Mein Kampf, he's gonna write Mein Cringe. Holy shit, he's going to say something insane on YouTube, on Twitch, okay? Get banned for a week, and it'll be like when Hitler went to jail, and he'll write Mein Cringe, and it's going to be like a pamphlet-sized book about how we need to find a final solution to the leftist problem in America. Holy shit. Dude, my man would be running to go on Tucker Carlson. He'd be running to go on Tucker Carlson. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine. All the dough that he'd just be like Jimmy Dore.
It's not simply that we can build something from scratch, but we should cease to see leftists as a reservoir from which we should attempt to draw support. The support for anyone who's interested in a real initiative to oppose the status quo is going to come from people who are either apolitical or who are right-wing. But as far as leftists are concerned, I say we owe them nothing. We owe them...
Yes. It's so good. I'm telling you. Yeah, he is. He's like, we need to start to reach out. We need to start to be besties with Nazis, bro. It's so funny. Dude, he's totally socialist. Totally socialist. We need to make sure we stop working with leftists and start making sure that we only work with Nazis, because that's where the reservoir of our support lies. Listen, I gotta tell you, if the reservoir for your support lies with Nazis, I'm not sure if your ideology is too far from them. Yeah, we need to work with centrists or Nazis. Didn't he make a weird gay conspiracy with Dylan? Oh, do you mean that here, wait, let me see if I can pull this up like super quick, because this one is oh yeah, here. Do you mean this? Where Haas exposed him for his pan-European ethnic supremacy fascist state ideology with Homo Characteristics? Yeah, so basically, yeah, so Haas's whole thing is that the queers and the gays are all out in force to make sure that they have a pan-European fascist ideology, but one that is just like gay though. So he's like, what if there's like homo fascists? They're like gay Nazis. What are these words? I mean, I will say that none of these words are in the Bible, which makes me think that what he's saying is a lot of it is untrue. But yeah, it's very curious. Anyways, he goes on to go ramble about Vosh some more as well. Homo characteristics. Yeah, it's like fascism, but with gay characteristics. Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? He gave medals to soldiers in person at hospitals yesterday. Absolute chat energy. Yeah, I heard like the first woman got that as well.
These political orientations from scratch. I mean, leftists are leftists because they're committed to a certain set of principles, and rightists are rightists because they're, I guess, metaphysically evil. They're demons. I don't know. I mean, you have the Jabba, not to spoil the mood by mentioning Jabba the Vosh. He talks about the so-called Nazgul vortex.
Bro, I'm sorry. If you're giving a speech and you have to bring up a YouTuber in like a real conference, holy shit, actual genuinely rent-free. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine giving a real speech at a real conference? Well, what's supposed to be a real conference, TankyCon and NozbolCon, and you bring up, so I remember I was watching this like Ben Shapiro video and like it was so bad, and then I put the Ben Shapiro video up on the projector and I start to do a live react to it. Like, damn dude, can you not leave the internet for one moment? Jabba the Vosh. Oh, he's molding? Dude, he's just mad that he's the Moscow manlet.
It's clearly evoking this idea that leftists are people who have to be neurotic, and we have to kind of hold to our principles, and that if we let go, we're going to fall into this kind of primordial
This meme is
vortex
very
of
real.
original sin or something like that, right?
What?
But the thing is that most often in every revolution in the history of modern humanity, I guess dating from the French Revolution or even earlier, or the English Civil War, depending on how you want to look at it, the reason why the revolutionaries who first initiated the revolution.
Why did Twitter remove the speed up button? Did you remember for like a moment in time? Or is that only on mobile? There's like a moment in time where you could speed up video on Twitter. Dude, what a world. Can you imagine that world that we used to be able to live in? Can you imagine what they've taken from us? You know what? I need to download, because I have one for YouTube. I need to download a speed up Twitter video extension, like as soon as possible. He's just crazy. When I say that listening to these people talk is like listening to a flat earth conference, I'm not lying to you. At least a flat earth conference is more fun and they do less damage.
Action are the first to turn on the revolution is because the meaning of change and revolution or leftism or communism comes to prove itself to be something entirely different to what they expected it to be. And I'm not saying that in the sense of George Orwell's Animal Farm, where they were expecting the utopia and they got a different result. It's
just like George Orwell.
People become leftists because they're embittered Democrats, right? They were trying to climb the career and become this new kind of interns for, I don't know, Nancy Pelosi or something.
What the hell is he talking about? You missed the entire point of Animal Farm. I've never read Animal Farm personally. The Orville Redenbacher's 1969 or whatever. Yeah, crazy book. Like I said, it's a book about when the government does stuff. This is the longest I've seen this dude speak without yelling. Yeah, he still sounds. The wild thing is he still sounds just as crazy when he's just speaking without yelling as well. Nah, dude, it's just like damn. Did he just speak against like remember when like earlier here he spoke about we have to hang on to our principles or else we'll fall into this like original sin or something? I mean, we do need to hold on to like our genuine principles or else we'll lose ourselves in this mess and miss the forest for the trees. And we need to stick on to like some parts of our theory while making our own and stick on to principles. Like there's nothing wrong with being principled. Like having your principles, that's important. That's a vitally important thing. Like you shouldn't just let go and then just start doing basically whatever you want. Some sort of like political hedonism, like weird shit going on. No, yeah, there's nothing wrong with being principled. Yeah, you need to make sure that you're principled, or else when you start letting go of principles, you'll find yourself in the company of really bad people, especially if they're going to be using you for their own political gain while you gain nothing. Having ideas is idealism. That's true. We did already figure that out. My bad. Yeah, maybe he thinks that this is idealism because it's idealism is when you think, and that's what being principled is.
This new kind of interns for, I don't know, Nancy Pelosi or something, or Joe Biden, I don't know, Obama, whatever. And then for some reason they get embittered and they get kicked out, so they just want to be a little more extreme, right?
What? So people become socialist because they wanted to be an intern for Obama, but they get kicked out because they don't want to blow up enough South American countries. And so because of that, they go, grr, I hate the establishment now. And then they become AOC. Obama has COVID. He'll be okay.
They primarily begin from urbanized and educated backgrounds. And leftism is this kind of form of enlightenment and kind of allows them to express their class position in a way that is raised over the general and raw strata.
What the hell is happening? What the hell is happening right here? I don't know. I think the only thing that I'll agree with is this sort of like leftism has moved from a sort of like proletarian, like on the ground, salt of the earth sort of ideology, and is now being seen more as a sort of like Obama, being seen more as like uptight, well-educated, what is it? College grad student sort of ideology. But that doesn't mean that literally every single person here or like the entire ideology now means like I don't know. It's just so dumb, bro. What the fuck?
This meme is very
Nothing
real.
of importance. As I would expect from Tanky Khan, yeah. Wait, apparently Booger King was talking about George Soros.
Of the global capitalist system, and they did this by organizing the economy to serve public good and not the profits of
This is a really good picture. It kind of makes me want a little bit of Booger King.
a wealthy few.
Obama.
In the 1990s, when the Soviet Union fell, the USA loved Russia. Russia's economy was in collapse, and people were starving. Boris Yeltsin was Bill Clinton's buddy, and the USA meddled in the 1996 elections to make sure that Yeltsin got reelected as he was wrecking the country with austerity and shock therapy neoliberal economics.
No!
Directed, of course, by George Soros. But things in Russia...
Damn, they love... Yeah, dude's a Nazi. They love their anti-Semitic tropes, don't they? These are the people who are apparently championing denazifying. These are the people who are championing denazifying Ukraine and Europe. Really? Not that surprised coming from two right-wing socialists. Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising coming from two, like, just two conservatives. Basically, yeah, I mean, I can see it. That they'll just the fact that they'll just go up on their tanky stage and go, yeah, so the Jews are basically for the reason for why our socialism fell through every single time. It's pretty fucked up. Like, damn, dude. Holy shit, you're insane. Soros spelled backwards is Soros. Coincidence? I think not. That's true. Soros is really close to the name Soros. Soros? It's like he's a Pokemon. Yo, what the fuck? What is this? Hammer and Sickle in YouTube. Sorry, Hammer and Sickle in Twitter name. Curious. I just learned from a very credible source in Ukraine that there's a very high possibility of a USSR 2 being created in the next 5 years. At least Russia plus Ukraine. This is huge. And no, this is not a shit post. I'm serious. If USSR plus USSR New Game Plus boys is coming out, hell yeah, dude. Very credible source. USSR 2 Electric Boogaloo could be dropping anytime in the next 5 years. It's in development. Let's go. Yeah, see? Hey, I guess this guy was right. I guess they were right. This was posted in 2020. But I don't know, maybe this person knows exactly what's going on, man. People wondering why there's a delay. I love it. I don't accept apologies. I want my $10,000. No! USSR repentance. USSR reloaded. You guys ready? Communism 2, Electric Boogaloo, USSR. Hello? Hi. He's just making a lot of noise down here. Bunk. Yeah, so I'm down for the USSR DLC. Could be a really interesting thing, you know what I mean? Could be. Loud boy. Yeah, did you hear him? All he doing makes noise. The USSR, this time, it's personal.